Hi friends. Okay, joy class. Principle 1. I'm going to try to cover this principle in 5 minutes. So if you don't quite get it, listen to the reviews because they will then teach the principle in story form, okay, or example form from my life. Okay, so principle 1 that you need to understand is what joy is. So joy is an emotion. Emotions are energy in motion, right? The E of emotion stands for energy in motion. So literally, they are literal chemicals in motion inside your body. So a good example of an emotion would be serotonin. It's talked about a lot, so that's why I chose that one. Serotonin is easy to understand. Serotonin is pleasure. That word will mean a lot of things to different people. It's happiness. Okay, so that's why, like they say, if you give a hug for more than 10 or 15 seconds or something like that, serotonin starts to be built or starts to be used within the body. Serotonin, along with all the other neurotransmitters and chemicals within the body, are literal chemical structures. And serotonin specifically is a neurotransmitter. So it's energy that's used during synapse. Synapse or synapsis is what happens as the nervous system communicates from one nerve to the next nerve, put very simply. Okay, so what happens is you need a chemical and then water and electrical impulse, and it sends messages down the nervous line. Okay, so situations that you're in will cause serotonin to be passed down the nervous system, and then the result of that is the emotion of happiness, acceptance, pleasure. And so that is the same way that all your emotions work. So an example of a negative emotion, right? I'm trying to think of a neurotransmitter most people can relate to. So for instance, if you experience a situation that you believe to be dangerous, then you'll respond with your fear chemicals like adrenaline and noradrenaline, right? Your fight or flight. Everyone's very familiar with that. And so because the situation to you is perceived as dangerous, you will feel the feeling of fear, and then that creates the adrenaline, noradrenaline response of fight or flight. So there's a positive example and a negative example of literal energy happening inside your body, like happening in your cells, in your nervous system. Emotions are literal chemicals in the body that act and react, and this is really important to understand, according to what you think. All right? So if you're afraid of a spider and you see a spider, then you're going to react. What you're going to feel is you're going to feel the chemicals that want you to get away from the spider. The chemicals that are going to create the response that your belief wants you to do. If you think spiders are dangerous, then your brain will want you to get away from it. Now, if you're not afraid of spiders at all, and you're even curious about spiders, your body would want you to get closer to it, take a look at it, and examine the spider and see what its shapes are, maybe try to see the web it's spinning or try to see something more closely. So the point that I use in this story is that it's not the situation. Situation's the exact same. There's a spider in the room with you. It's your belief about the situation that then determines which chemicals are going to be used in communication. Chemicals or emotions, which emotions are going to be used in communication, causing the reaction that your brain wants. Either a reaction to get you away from it, or the reaction of learning more, or whatever the reaction might be, right? Okay, so that is what joy is. Joy is a chemical inside the body that you receive or that your body will use according to what you believe about your situation that you're in now. All right, that's principle 1.